Hi, check out this house I'm working in today. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that piano. Hang on, I'm just going to turn the music down that's in my ear. I always have some ambient music playing in my ear while I'm doing things. So, you may have guessed I'm not working in this house. It's a virtual background on StreamYard. Oh my goodness, how cool is that? I can dream. Like literally behind me is just a wall about not even a foot away from me. And I'm looking on here and it's like I'm in this amazing place. It's great. I held the ZF yesterday. Oh, I was walking past the London Camera Exchange and I saw it in the window and I just thought, oh, I'll just go and hold it in my hands. So I walked in and just said, can I hold your ZF, please? And at first I was like, oh yeah, it's very different. So, so different to what I'm used to holding the D3, because the D3 is so big and heavy and chunky. And and the ZF is like it's like a squarer shape. I hope my audio is okay, by the way. Um, so at first it felt really strange. But the more I stood there holding it, talking to the man in the shop, the more comfortable I became with the feel of it in my hands. And obviously it's really different holding it um, without the lens on, because generally, obviously at most, when the way that I hold my camera is that most of like my fingers are just wrapped around the lens, right? So obviously there wasn't a lens on it, so it did feel strange like that as well. But with no strap around my neck, that's something I'm just used to having. But I really felt quite comfortable after a while holding that camera, and I thought, yeah, this is good. And I think the memory cards, because obviously I've been weighing up the ZF and the Z9 and the all of the different Zs, and one of the things is that the memory cards for the ZF aren't as expensive as the Z9, so that makes it a good option as well. Who have I got here? I've got 5 people viewing. Who's here? Have any of you got a ZF? Do any of you have any of you tried the ZF? Do you like using it and why? I really love the kind of vintage feel of it and the fact, because I like my nostalgia, and the fact that I feel like it might sort of remind me of when I first ever started photography. And I remember a camera that my auntie gave me, and I remember holding it and using it, and the shutter speed dial on the top, and it's just that very similar layout on the ZF. That's what one of the biggest things that I like about it. So, I also rang Nikon the other day because, as you guys know, my D3, I feel like for the D3 diaries, I wanted to get the D3 calibrated to my different lenses so that I know that my photos are going to be pin sharp. But the place that I rang that's quite close to me, about an hour away, they don't do it anymore. So I rang Nikon to ask them if I could take it to the stand at the photography show, which is coming up in a couple of weeks, and just book the camera in to be calibrated with different lenses, because they only calibrated it last time with one lens when I went to Bristol. So then, of course, when I changed lenses, I was aware that the focusing could be off again. But Nikon said they can do it, but I'd have to send it to them, and they would pay for all the postage and things. Um, but I've got 5 lenses, and it would cost £80 per lens to get the D3 and the lenses calibrated together. So, I mean, naively, I thought, oh, maybe it'll be £80 for the first lens, and then like maybe £10 or £20 each lens after or something. But no, it is literally £80 a lens. So I find myself in this position now where even to carry on as I am with my D3, it's going to cost some money. And then I hold the ZF, and now I'm feeling really, really tempted by the ZF. But so I did calibrate the D3 before myself, but I'm not too confident on it. And I was actually going to say, if there's anybody watching this that lives, southern UK, that would confidently calibrate a D3 to various lenses and would like to swap services, I would be really interested in a potential swap. Maybe a photo shoot or any coaching or anything like that. I would just love to have my D3 calibrated and, make this an opportunity to perhaps connect with somebody and help each other out. I just thought I would put that out there. But yeah, this is really me getting used to doing lives on spur of the moment just to get my confidence up, something I would like to do more of. And so I just thought I would jump on, say hello. Stay tuned, we've got some really good fun shoots coming up. And what I've been focusing on with the D3 so far is and in general, like even with my vlogging camera, the Sony the Sony ZV-1 Mark II, is what you can do photography wise in a kind of a standard house, if you like. So I've done some really good fun lighting with my brother. You may have seen some of the shorts for it. Those videos are coming up. Absolutely amazing what we've achieved in Ross's spare room. And then last weekend, um, I went to visit family, and we did some photos in her house. Oh, wait till you see the photos and, in fact, the video of me shooting, because you would not think, from watching the video of me shooting, you wouldn't think, well, unless you're, quite experienced photographer, you just wouldn't think the results would be as they are. And it was a lot of fun, and it was quite funny because I ended up asking this lady to remove most of her clothes. Well, not most of her clothes, but the top half. Because when you've got this light, beautiful light on your skin or on your model's skin, right? And it's just lit beautifully, evenly, and then you get to the clothes, and it's just not the same. Like if somebody's wearing, particularly if they're wearing white or a dark color, it's kind of like spoils the flow, doesn't it? Where your eye wants to fall. And I just wanted more skin because the light was so beautiful. And I don't want to give too much away, but we were using just a normal light on a landing in Sarah's house. And just wait till you see the light on her skin. I was close to tears when I was editing the pictures because she had such a beautiful childlike curiosity in her eyes as she's looking up into this light. You're going to love them anyway. That's all coming up in the D3 diaries. And I'm feeling a little bit like the D3 diaries might be like a sort of last push with the D3. I feel like a Z something is coming. It's coming. And I kind of want to leave a little D3 mark just just to kind of sum up my journey with the D3, I suppose. So I'm looking forward to sharing that. I've already done a few shoots, and there's going to be lots more coming. Um, yes, thank you. I've got a comment here saying you can do it yourself, and I have done it before. Maybe I should just give it another go. Yeah, maybe I should just stop being lazy and give it another go. It's the calibrating the D3. Yeah. Well, if there's anybody out there that can do it and would like to do it and enjoys doing it, because I do not enjoy doing it at all, and wants to do that with a few different lenses, maybe 3 of my lenses, get in contact. My website is clairemiddletonphotography.com or bluediamondelevation.com. You do get in contact. In the meantime, I might give it another go myself. So watch this space. I'm dreaming of a ZF with a 1.2 lens. And I'm drawn to the 85mm 1.2 lens because it's such a nice distance to stand away from people when you're doing portrait photography. But if I'm on the stage, I might want a slightly wider lens. So yeah, looking forward to exploring all the options coming soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.